I am a licensed realtor. I've been licensed since 2020. I got licensed at a very young age when I was 19. It's been almost 6 years, and I've been able to help, over 150 people buy and sell houses. My family and I have bought properties myself. So I'm gonna kind of show you like what I do, on my day-to-day basis as a realtor and investor. My main job is, it's pretty straightforward. I find good deals, I source good deals, and I pitch them to investors or people that I know in my network that I know that have, the cash ready to buy these properties. I live super close to my office, which I'm gonna show as well. But today we got a couple of things to do. We had kind of like a late start in the morning, and I have to go to our title company to pick up a check because I want to get paid. I had a good amount of transactions, 2026 we started off on a good note. We've had 7 closings so far. So we started the year great. We gotta keep the momentum going. I just had a couple checks that I have to pick up and drop off, so my broker can pay me out hopefully early next week. And after that, we're gonna go check some listings. We have one closing happening tomorrow on a listing that I have, and we have another closing that's happening hopefully by Friday, if not by early next week. So I just want to go to those listings and check, make sure that everything is good before the buyer does their final walkthrough. I like to be more proactive. I like to be at the property first and see if there's anything that has to be done, before the buyer, walks in and they're like, hey, do this, do that. And, we delay the closing any further. But yeah, let's do it. Right now we're going to a title company. Title company is called New Door Title. I do almost all my transactions with them. They're like super cool. They're super efficient, which I like a lot. So we're gonna go pick up a check, and then we're going to go to these listings and we'll see where the day take us. That's another thing that I really like about real estate, is that something new, could always happen. Or, in my case, I'm almost on my 6th year, and I'm at a point right now where I'm not really chasing for business. It's more like, business comes to me, not as like to the point that I can't take any more clients. I mean, I still try to prospect and I still try to, talk to new people every single day. But I've noticed that since last year, a lot of, people have come to me because they were referred to me by past clients. So that's pretty cool. It's really, that's a good feeling as well. We just got here to the title company. We're gonna pick up this check. But yeah, this is the title company. It's called New Door Title. I live in Troy, Michigan. So that's one of the main reasons why I also moved to Troy, is because I wanted to be closer to my office. I didn't want to be far. Before I moved to this apartment, I was living at this other city called Westland, and I was just like an hour away from my title company, my office, everything. So I felt like I was just like too far, but we're gonna go see. So I just picked up my check, and that's what I'm talking about. Look, I closed this deal last week, $8,970. So these are the kind of checks, and this is just one deal. So these are the kind of checks you can make in real estate. My biggest months, I've made close to $30,000. You can make a lot of money in real estate. You do have to be very, conscious and knowledgeable, or at least know people that are knowledgeable in your taxes, because we're 1099 paid, and the IRS takes, a big portion of our earned commission. I believe it's, closer to 40%, I believe. So you do have to have a good relationships with accountants, CPAs, so they can advise you in the best way possible as to how to keep the most amount of your money once it's time, to do your taxes. But yeah, I mean, that's really good, that deal. I have 3 or 4 other checks that I have to cash out. So I believe this month of February, I'll be making close to $20,000 for the month. I'm gonna record it once I have my checks, once everything has been paid out. But yeah, now we're gonna go to a listing that I have in Detroit, because we want to see if the listing that everything is good. Something that's it's a habit of mine that I'm trying to make it more of a habit, is that when I'm driving, I'm not listening to much music anymore. Instead, I'm listening to things that will that I can learn from. For example, oh man, this screen is very dusty, but I'm listening, for example, to this podcast by David Green about how to sell more properties. David Green, it's a guy that I follow. Most people know him from his days at Bigger Pockets, but ever since he left Bigger Pockets and started his own thing, I feel like he's even more genuine, like more like open. Like, you know, he doesn't care anymore. Like, he'll say whatever he wants, and I found a good amount of value on what he says as far as being an agent and being an investor. So yeah, every time that I, you know, just taking a drive on showings or going on appointments, instead of just putting music, I put a nice podcast and I get to learn a thing or two, you know, from this hour, 45-minute long podcast. So I think that's a good habit that any entrepreneur or any agent should do. Now, I'm gonna show you my office and where I work up next. You might see some of the agents that work with me. You might see them, they're characters, you know, they're great guys. You might see them. We'll see. That is the building where I work. We're about to, you know, check it out. We're about to get some work done and get some deals together. Something about just putting deals together and telling my client, hey, we got a deal, or hey, we got this offer accepted, or hey, we got an offer for your house. Like, it's still like kind of like an addictive feeling, because you just feel like you know, like you're like getting stuff done, or you know. But okay, let me show you a better view of the office building. It's a very nice building. I've been working here since 2024. Had the great opportunity to work with my good friend Ambrith. He is the one that started, you know, this brokerage, and you know, it's a very small independent brokerage. It's not like your traditional Remax or Keller Williams or you know, Century 21. Like, we're very, I would say, like, small. It's a very small brokerage, very independent. I think we're like close to 15 agents, and you know, you probably get to see Amber is here. But yeah, we're about to get some work done and get this offer under contract, this property under contract, because I just received an offer. Let's go. Okay, so now we're here at the office. I'm gonna show you guys around a little bit. I'm sorry that it's a little bit messy, but you know, it's got a nice desk, small office, but I got a really nice view of the highway and other buildings. I don't know if you can see clearly over there, but we got downtown Detroit all the way over there where you see those high buildings. But this is what I was talking about earlier, that in real estate, you can make a lot of money just by being an agent. Like, we got this check over here for $8,900 that I showed earlier. We got another one for $1,400, another transaction for $4,000, and another one for $5,000. So I think I'm missing like one or two more that I closed this month, but in February, I think I'm gonna be making a close to $23,000 or $24,000 a month just in commissions from these deals. They were 6 deals. Not my best month, but you know, it's pretty good money. You know, I'm a married guy with my wife, no kids, so I'm able to have a pretty, you know, good lifestyle, and we travel. You know, I invest as well. I bought this camera because I'm going to check out my first commercial investment in Kentucky next weekend. So I'm getting used to the whole vlogging thing. So I figured I would, you know, make like kind of like this, you know, vlog video for my YouTube or my social media. But now we're gonna get some work done, and we're gonna keep making deals happen. Now at the office, doing some lunch. I'm gonna introduce you to my boy, Cam, one of the agents here. Man, this guy and I, we've worked at the same real estate firm since 3 years ago, if not more.
I was 20 when I started. I think I started a month before I was 20, so that would have been 4 years ago, basically. By now.
4 years ago that I've known this guy. We met through real estate. One of my best friends now, and we just
we
fucking.
have known each other for 4 years now, bro. Doesn't it feel more like two almost? Just because time flies like that.
bro.
Shit.
And believe it or not, this guy he's closed a way bigger deal than me. Like my record is 1.2 million. That's like my highest sale ever. What's yours?
What was the one in Jackson? 2.4 maybe?
Two point
Was it
four.
2.4 or was it? Shoot, I forgot what it was. What is it?
Imagine
2.4.
closing a $2.4 million deal at 20.
No. It must have been 22.
22. Okay, still. That shit's crazy. But that's what we got in real estate because the amount of money you can make is limitless. It's up to you.
Hello.
Hey AJ, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Having good Renzo. How are you doing? Thank you for the update.
Of course. I wanted to, go over the offer with you one more time, and give you my professional recommendation before we respond. Were you able to get the email? I just sent it a few minutes
Yes,
ago.
yes. I saw the email.
Okay, perfect. So as you know, we've been on the market for 30 days. We've had about 15 showings total. The consistent feedback was that we were slightly high on the price until we adjusted to 249,900.
Okay.
And as soon as we were positioning correctly, we received a full price offer. Let that sink in. That tells us that the market responded exactly where we priced it. Um, they're asking for $5,000 in concessions. In reality, that puts your effective net price at around $244,000. Okay,
Okay.
but here's the important thing. Even if they had simply offered $244,000 with no concessions, we likely would be having the same conversation, right?
Sure. Absolutely.
So my recommendation is to accept the offer as written. It's clean. It's conventional financing with 20% down. It's strong earnest money, solid structure. I spoke with the lender as well. She gave me a lot of confidence that this deal has no conditions that will prevent closing. So, if you're comfortable, I recommend we accept it and move forward. What do you think?
Yeah, move forward. Go ahead and move forward.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to send you the offer for signatures via DocuSign.
Sure.
And like I said, I already reviewed everything. Everything looks good. You did see the closing cost estimation, correct?
Yes. I saw the final number.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you're good with the numbers and everything, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, perfect. The only thing that I will need from you after you accept the offer, I need the bylaws or basically any documentation that you have
Okay.
with the association, like bylaws, rules and regulations, master deed, like whatever you have from the HOA. But most importantly, the bylaws is what I need, so we can send it to the so we can send it to the buyer and they can do their due diligence.
Sure.
Let's see, what else do I need? Yeah, master deed, bylaws, amendments, certificate of paid assessments, and most recent I'm gonna send you a text with the things that I need. Um, and we have seven. After you accept the offer, we have 7 calendar days to deliver these documents.
Okay, sure.
So
Send it back tonight.
yeah, if you can get in touch with title or I'm sorry with HOA, get everything submitted, and we'll be good to go, brother. But congratulations, I'm gonna send you this offer right now via DocuSign, and let's get under contract. Okay?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Thank you.
Sounds good, brother. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye. And we got the offer accepted. Let's go. Okay, we're here in Pontiac. We're gonna meet one of my good clients, Jose. I sold him a couple of properties here in Pontiac, and he's looking for his next project. So this property came on the market, and we're gonna check it out real quick. And I have another deal that we had been negotiating for like a month, and the wholesaler just sent me a message, and apparently they're ready to go. But it's gonna be up to Jose if he wants to make the deal happen. But I'm just gonna record a little bit of the property. Looks like this is the side. It's kind of like on a hill, but Jose is already inside, so we're gonna see what happens. José, ¿qué tal, hermano? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Hola, Neri, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Bien. ¿Cómo está la propiedad? Estoy ahorita grabando un poco para
Está un poco
documentar.
dañada, la verdad,
¿Está bien dañada?
no. Abajo lo que pasa es que están quebradas las paredes. Acá arriba. Más o
Oh,
menos,
ok. Está un poco... ¿Sientes un desnivel?
Sí. Si
¿También?
te das cuenta, está en esa parte está así, acá está para acá.
Oh,
Y en
ok.
estos lados también.
Ok,
Si,
ok,
si
ok.
miras acá, mira, esta parte
Sí,
hacia abajo.
sí, se
aquí,
siente un
hacia
poco
abajo.
desnivelada.
Y de aquel lado viene hacia acá.
Ok. Sí.
Y abajo
Ya.
ya llegué, y si es una pared grande, la que está quebrada, prácticamente es desde, viene así y
Sí.
luego así.
Oh,
Todo
ok.
lo que está quebrado. Se puede decir que esta pared es así.
Ok.
La que ya la han...
Tiene solamente 2 habitaciones, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ah, tiene como un closet. Ahí tiene una.
compartido. Ese me voy a mirar.
Eso pasa a veces porque también por la fundación que está como desnivelada, entonces con el paso del tiempo el drywall se hace un crack, así como esos.
Y
Y mira, y
también-
ves ahí también ese marco, cómo está como medio... ¿Ves ese marco? Cómo está como medio...
Oh, sí.
como
No,
inclinado.
porque igual aquí también, si tú le pones atención, el piso en parte va hacia allá y
Sí.
parte hacia acá.
¿O me puedes mostrar el
El
basement?
basement es el que te digo que está más...
Está por aquí, ¿verdad?
Aquí es donde te digo que aquí el desnivel corre de allá hacia acá, mira.
Sí. Sí. Sí.
Y es donde... ahí
Y es de 2 habitaciones. Ah, ok, este es el basement.
Mira, acá donde empieza, donde te digo, desde aquí,
Ah.
incluso si notas aquí ya se mira hacia afuera,
Sí.
en esta parte, mira.
Sí,
Mira,
sí, sí, sí.
se ve la...
Sí, ya se está. Sí.
cómo entra la... De afuera entra para adentro la claridad.
Sí.
Y es toda esta, de ahí se viene. Mira, aquí como que ya han echado coquín, no sé si querían, creyeron que con coquín
Le iban a arreglar, ¿no?
es lo que yo estoy cuando la miré dije, ¿coquín? ¿En serio?
Le han puesto coqui. Qué gracioso.
Y de ahí se viene,
Ah.
y es desde ahí, todo esto de acá también.
Entonces sí tiene problemas de fundación.
Mira, todo
Sí,
esto
sí,
se
sí.
viene así,
Sí,
y todo acá así desde allá. Y
sí.
viene a terminar hasta acá, mira. Prácticamente es toda la pared desde allá. hasta
Oh,
acá.
sí, 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 sí. Sí, es verdad. No,
Ya.
sin ni hablar.
Y aquí ya le entró agua, mira.
Sí. Mire, también necesita plomería nueva. Mira, la ductería sí
es
la...
lo único que yo es lo que le está diciendo a mi padre, eso es...
La ductería sí le arreglaron. El tanque también está nuevo.
Ajá.
El furnace también,
No,
pero...
está
Pero la
bien.
fundación, tú sabes, cuesta bastante.
No, sí, ajá.
Cuesta bastante.
Lo que aquí sabe que también ya le...
Porque mira, todavía estás a tiempo de salvar las paredes, pero tienes que instalar como unos barrotes de metal.
Ajá.
En inglés se llama I steel beams, porque tienen forma de como la letra I mayúscula, y tienes que instalarlos. Y por afuera va a venir una excavadora, va a excavar afuera y va a hacer que estos barrotes estén como lo más pegados posibles a la pared. ¿Ok? Pero es un trabajo que cuesta dinero. Creo que cuando un cliente lo cotizó costaba como unos $3,000 por barrote. Así que si necesitas 8, no, imagínate, no son $24,000 ahí nomás.
Sí.
Mira,
Mira, aquí también es liqueos de agua.
sí.
Si te das cuenta también ya está quebrado.
Sí.
O sea,
Sí, eso es lo malo de estas propiedades, que cuando no las cuidan con el paso del tiempo por el agua, y todo eso es por tema de agua,
Ajá.
porque el agua se está empozando afuera de la fundación y con el paso del tiempo por la nieve, por el invierno, esa agua que está debajo de la tierra se congela y se expande y crea presión en contra de la pared. Y con el paso del tiempo, no, se jode.
y más que si no le meten mano, o sea, no tratan hacer nada por el...
Sí.
O sea, las descuidan demasiado.
Sí, mira, porque esta casa le hice ahorita los comparables cuando estaba a punto de venir y la casa, hay una casa que se vendió igualito que esta, 2 habitaciones, tenía garaje, esta no tiene garaje, pero estaba así igualito en una colina, se vendió por $160,000, ¿ok? Pero sí la habían renovado completamente, la dejaron bien, o sea, así bien. Como esta no tiene garaje, yo asumiría que se puede vender por menos, o sea, se vendería valdría más que todo, posiblemente $130,000 sería, digamos, lo máximo.
Lo máximo.
Sí, que se podría no valorizar esta casa después de la renovación.
Pero siento que las reparaciones es...
¿Cuándo tú crees que se va acá?
Pues te digo, lo de la del basement, ahí sí tendría que investigar. Pero en lo de arriba, yo pienso que por muy poco que juegue, poco de arriba, unos 15 o 20. Porque la cocina, el baño completamente se ocupa.
15, 20.
Ajá.
Ya.
Y los pisos también, y como es madera, tiene que ver qué es lo que puedo hacer.
Ok. Porque mira, si hacemos los
Nada
números
más, estoy hablando de la parte de arriba.
de arriba,
Ujú.
¿el techo tienes que cambiarlo, le viste o no?
No, el techo no lo he mirado.
No.
La verdad, no.
Porque mira, si vas en el hipotético caso que la refinancies y la casa vale $130,000, tú le pides al banco el 75%, o sea, eso quiere decir que en el mejor de los casos tu inversión no puede exceder esto, $97,000. Si tú quieres recuperar todo tu capital cuando hagas la refinanciación, o sea, es decir, esta casa están pidiendo 68, ¿verdad?
Algo así.
Entonces 97,500 menos
Ya
68,000.
cierre y todo,
Con el cierre y todo, unos 70.
Ajá.
Entonces eso quiere decir que la renovación tiene que estar lo más cerca posible a
No,
27 o a $30,000. Para que puedas recuperar toda tu inversión, ¿verdad?
Mal yo veo la parte de abajo. Es donde...
Sí,
Porque arriba, como te digo, tal vez podría uno buscarle la forma de
sí.
bajarlo, pero ya en la parte de abajo es mucho lo que estoy mirando que no...
Oye, también te iba a decir, mira, me llamó de nuevo el chico de la Cedardale.
¿Cuál es?
¿Te acuerdas la que vimos ya hace un mes, creo, 2 meses atrás?
¿Cuál
La
es
que
el?
queríamos.
La que querían, claro, la que estaba madreada también. Oh, que la plomería del top.
Te digo, todo esto se tiene que ir para afuera también.
Sí, todo esto sí.
Completamente no.
¿Te acuerdas la que querían 70, después dijeron 72? Ahora me dicen que ya ya están listos a cerrar en $70,000. Es lo que me dicen. $70,000, tú pagas tus propios gastos de cierre, incluyendo la comisión que sería solamente 1,500, ¿ok? El resto de la comisión serían peor de los casos serían otros 1,500 total en gastos de cierre. O sea,
Estaría yo gastando
73,000 sería todo
en total.
Contado gastos de cierre, comisión, todo.
El título y todo también.
Título, warranty deed con garantía o título legítimo, todo. Le dije, obviamente no le dije que sí ni no, le dije, oye, ya pasó mucho tiempo, ya mi cliente la última vez ya estaba irritado de que tantas veces diga sí y no, entonces le dije, no te garantizo nada, ahorita justo lo voy a ver, vamos a ver otra propiedad. Si quiere, vamos, si no, te lo perdiste porque tuviste que haber aceptado antes. Pero la opción ahí está.
Sí,
No
no,
sé.
sí. Ahorita te hablo, ahorita te llamo.
Oh, está bien.
Ajá.
Sí.
Pues te digo que para eso yo pienso que necesitaría yo ver qué es lo que...
¿Quisieras verla de nuevo para
No,
refrescarte
no,
o la memoria o...?
Yo pienso que analizarlo. O sea,
Ok.
con mi esposa, ya ver te digo ya lo demás, pues yo pienso que...
Sí. Yo hice un reporte con números de esa propiedad cuando la vimos por primera vez. Te lo voy a mandar ahora que regrese a la oficina con los números, pero para que me recuerdes, ¿cuánto es lo que tú querías que se iba en renovaciones?
Como mira que contando el techo, porque el techo es...
El techo tenías que hacerlo, sí. El techo sí tenías que hacerlo.
indispensable.
Sí. Ese techo tenía que ser reemplazado, sí o sí.
No ¿No te acuerdas cuál es la dirección?
Sí.
Para ver qué medirle más o menos. Te digo que necesitaría yo, es que sí, si la volviéramos a ver, tal vez sería cuestión de volver a hacer cálculos de nuevo, Renzo, ¿sí me entiendes? Porque
¿Quisieras verla de nuevo?
Oye, yo pienso que sí,
A ver.
porque necesitaría yo ver lo de la... Ok, la dirección es esta.
Prácticamente casi todo lo que va.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, bro? Quick question. Is it possible to go see Citadel once again?
Yeah. Likewise on there, 1829.
Okay, sounds good. My guy's probably gonna go there in a little bit to check it out again.
Okay.
Alright, brother. Sounds good. Thank you.
Alright.
Bye. Okay, so we're at this other property. Gonna check it out. We've been trying to get this deal done for over a month. And now, the moment of truth. So this house, they're asking $70,000. The ARV is $140,000. I forgot that you needed to take down both trees. There's one that's literally next to the house, and then there's this other one that also it's obstructing the car to go all the way to the driveway. The roof has to be replaced too.
Se ocupa
Su buen jale, ¿verdad?
Ajá. El viejo como no tiene hasta la puerta aquí ocupa que se arreglara también.
Sí, también acuérdate un par de ventanas también tenían que.
Salvaría, pero el marco es el que no sirve, esto ya para mí. Cuidado.
Se acuerda también había un par de ventanas que también tenían que ser reemplazadas. Pero lo beneficiante de esta, José, es que tiene las 3 habitaciones. Y creo que el área está un poquito mejor, ¿verdad? Que la otra.
Como que sí.
Sí, porque la otra estaba cerca de ese shelter, en la Baldwin. Por ahí siempre veo gente así bien fea que pasa por ahí. Este está un poquito más alejado.
Mira, Pedro, esta caja necesita repararle todo esto aquí. Y ahorita te voy a enseñar el baño, güey, para que si se repara, para que me ayudes a repararla, porque voy a ocupar que me ayudes acá también, güey.
If we don't get this deal done, I might be kind of upset because that will make it 2 deals for today. But you just never know in real estate. After coming back to the office and doing some more work, especially for that deal that we saw with Jose, Matt's at the building. What time is it? It is 7:06, and now we're about to grab some nice dinner with my wife and some friends. I'll take you guys and show you around a little bit of where we're gonna go have dinner. But that's typically what a day in my life looks like as a 25-year-old real estate agent. You have early mornings, you have late nights. You do have to talk to a lot of people. You have to go to a bunch of houses, and it might look like it's a lot of work, but in reality, it's not. it's very rewarding, but you do have to stay on top of things. You have to be very transparent with clients. You have to let them know if the deal is worth it or not. You have to be very transparent. You have to have a really good communication skill. So I would say that's the best thing, and then you'll be great. We got our food, and some drinks. DraftKings bar, got some great food. My boy, what up, Sue? Eating good. We're watching the Pistons, and just gonna hang out, eat some good food, and then just chill. So I heard back from Jose. It's the next day, and Jose is going to move forward with the deal. So we reached an agreement at $70,000 for that property. The ARV it's $130,000. Jose said that he'll put about $35 to $45,000 into it. So this property doesn't have enough margin for a flip. However, it's a good opportunity for a buy and hold because Jose's plan is to refinance the property 6 months after he purchased it. So he's gonna get most of his money back. He's gonna leave after refinance. He's gonna leave $20,000 into the deal, but after paying off after the tenant, pays off the monthly payment, and then he's accounting for vacancy and expected repairs, he's still gonna net profit about $600 a month on this rental. And after he does the refinance, his return on investment shots up all the way to 34% annually because he's only essentially using $20,000 of his money after refinance. So I'm gonna draft this purchase agreement. We have a verbal agreement, but I gotta hurry up and put this in writing because in real estate, the longer the document delays to be in writing, anything could happen. So in real estate, you never do like handshake deals or yes, we have a verbal agreement. You have to put it in writing as soon as possible because if you delay it, anything could happen in those hours or minutes. So I'm gonna hurry up and I'm gonna draft this and then we're gonna go see more off-market properties.